González Romero. I'm a bachelor degree in foreign language with emphasis in English. And today I'm going to show you my microteaching about this phase. So let's start my lesson plan. At the beginning for this lesson, I'm gonna show you about the topic. The topic of this lesson is Let's Discover Countries Talking. It's for B1 level for young adults. It's about 10 minutes. The skill focus is speaking. The idea is the student can be able to speak fluency, confidence, vocabulary, pronunciation. And the student's target is from 19 to 40 years. So let's continue for this lesson. So in this lesson, we are going to talk to my students. So the idea of the lesson is to develop the abilities about communication in English through countries and their tradition, cultures, and expression opinions of countries using appropriate vocabulary, pronunciation, and rhetoric structures. So let's start. Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about countries and nationalities. And the idea is by the end of this short lesson, you'll be able to describe where people are from and say interesting facts about the different countries. The target grammar of this lesson is present simple, past simple, and future would like to. So in this case, we are going to talk about the difference of present simple and past simple and some example. So, for example, in present simple, the affirmative form is first subject plus verb plus complement. For example, I live in Bogota. I subject, live verb in Bogota complement. The negative form is subject plus does not plus verb plus complement. Example, I don't like swim in the pool. Or he doesn't talk in another language. For he, she, and it, we add an s and the end of the verb, of the each verb. The interrogative form, we put the auxiliary first. For example, do or does plus subject plus verb. For example, do you speak English? Does she live in Bogota? Now we're going to talk about the past simple. In the past simple is subject plus verb in past plus complement. For example, I visited my friend yesterday, or they went to the park. In this case, I use the irregular verb. The negative form it is subject plus auxiliary, did not, or with apostrophe, didn't, plus verb. I didn't go to school, or we didn't watch TV. In the interrogative form, the auxiliary comes first. For example, did plus subject plus verb. In this case, did you study English? Did they travel last weekend? Okay. And another example is would like to plus verb. In this case, subject comes first, then would and like to. For example, I would like to travel to Brazil, or he would like to travel to Peru. The negative form is subject plus would not like to plus verb. For example, I wouldn't like to work in weekends, or I would not like to work in weekends. The interrogative form in this case is would would you like to come with you? So let's start with some examples. In present simple, I live in Bogota. For past simple, last year I visited Peru. I saw Machu Picchu. In this case, in the verb visit is the regular verb. The past of the verb is visited. And I saw Machu Picchu. The regular verb is saw, is the past form of see. And express future decide would like to plus verb. In this case, I would like to visit Japan next year. Okay, so I would like to visit or would like to visit. What is the correct form to use in this case? Which tense do I use to talk about something I did last year? This is an activity for each student. Well, okay, let's go with the next activity. In this activity, we have a chart. In this chart, there is a link. In this link, you can put correctly each phrase. So let's start with the example with activity. Hold on, please. Okay, let's start with the activity. Future would like to, in this case, uh, with me, I would like to visit Italy. It's correct. Mm, For the past simple, I visited Peru last summer. For the simple past, I visited Mexico last year. For present simple, one drinks coffee in Colombia. For present simple, I live in Colombia. Future will like to, my family, first subject, then the future will like to, then verb, travel, and the complement to Cancun. Excellent. Well, now please someone turn on your microphone and answer the following. Where would you like to travel? Tell me a past simple sentence about Colombia. What's your favorite country? Okay. And At this moment, is one going to answer this question? You have 5 minutes, and I want to listen to you. Great job. Now, for the collaborative activity, you are going to choose one partner and answer together these questions. Where do you live? Which countries have you visited? Which country would you like to visit in the future? And then you are going to do a role play as a traveler and an agent. Here's an example. Agent, where do you live? Traveler, I live in Colombia. Agent, where do you live? Where do you go on your last trip? Traveler, I visited Peru. Agent, where would you like to go next? And traveler, I like to visit Japan. Okay, good job. Keep it up. Where? When? For conclude, in the lesson you have learned facts about your country, your travel experience, and your future dreams. For a little quick review, answer yourself a country you visited in the past, a country you like to visit in the future. I would like to show you some positive feedback. You have presented positive, excellent participation and confidence. You use a good grammar structure. You have clear pronunciation and fluency, and collaboration and interactions. What are the areas for improvement? Maybe verb forms in the past tense. Accuracy with like to, use of articles and preposition, and expand your answers. Well, take a moment to answer this. What do you learn in this lesson? How do you feel with the lesson? What do you like to this lesson? And what new vocabulary did you remember? There is one person that want to answer these questions. Okay, another one is perfect. Finally, I congratulate for the participation and confidence, for the good use of grammar, and I heard clear pronunciation and fluency in the collaboration in this session. Thanks for being in these lessons and have a good time. Bye bye.